We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's it, baby. We gonna work. Here we go, here we go. 180!
Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you.
Play action, Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sione Takitaki gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Landry. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180. Clock, clock, clock. What we got? Hey,
this is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Check 53. Check, 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 check. Shoot.
Wait.
Back to Mixon on first down. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Shift. Alert 3. Real.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Any day.
To throw, Mayfield. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready?
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. His throw incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Keep it up, guys.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
point it right, point it right.
Check 59, Mike.
Run.
59, Mike to 59.
Watch out.
Mayfield now. That escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Throwing his Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got his man, Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Boston Scott, his first carry. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The quick slant caught, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Connor Barwin. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Baker Mayfield, in all likelihood, is going to be seeing a lot of these Cincinnati Bengals in the coming years, twice a season. And he got off to a great start last year as a rookie against Cincinnati. 7 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and 2 wins. This is Hunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now left side on the swing pass. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This will be from 49 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Rolling to his right. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Chubb. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Hey, watch the leg. Leg!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Finding Green complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready?
He can't hang. He's not
Set hunt.
They'll give it to Mixon. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Here we go.
In the backfield by himself is Brown. 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing third down. Here's Mixon. And now running right. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first down throw from Mayfield. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Geno Atkins in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grade.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, check 24. Watch
11.
Hey, watch it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Right back to Brown. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
To throw is Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but it's going to be second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come out here in the I.
21. Target.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Mayfield looks to throw, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. Landry, the intended target. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo now. And that's complete. It's Green here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 11th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Scott. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. And here we go. Watch the 12, fellas. Here we go. Watch the pass.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joe Schobert able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Landry now on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield now. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
61.
On the carry, it's Chubb, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield flushed out right. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. Here's Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Darqueze Dennard there defensively. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
41.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Switch.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check 50, check 50. 2.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The toss play to Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
You got nothing. You got nothing.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Set, 20.
Mike Mark 2. Silver.
Mayfield on first down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Mayfield to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas, here we go. Under 10.
Nixon will try the right side. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. 20. Get ready.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
A loss of a yard on the play.
Here we go. 180.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cincinnati, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.